Hi, this is Rich from Midnight Cellars. People have been asking me questions about what I'm doing during the quarantine. Well, here I am, here in my house, looking out over the valley with one of my best friends, and I'm drinking wine. So we're going to take you through a walkthrough, kind of a typical day up here on the hill, especially now in week, 40 of the quarantine. I started early. Oh, shit. Hello. Well, that was a little silly, wasn't it? Let's get serious now. We're going into our warehouse. This is the Midnight Cellars satellite warehouse up on the property. We store all of our case goods in here, so let's see what we can get in here. Mare de Taurus, as I'll explain later, is one of our top wines. They generally tend to age well. This is some of it right here. Damn, that's good. Good drinking wine, easy, but we'll go over all the tasting notes later. Here in the warehouse, we have certain safety features that we pay attention to. I don't know why I'm using that accent right now, but I am. Never drink and drive. Always be aware of your surroundings. Here, I'll show you. Whoa! Whoa! This is one of my favorites. Now we're going to drive into the vineyard for some actual real information, perhaps. As you can see, this is the Midnight Estate Vineyard, Willow Creek District. Here we have planted the Cabernet Sauvignon, which is in this little very steep hilled area. Up here in front of us are the terraces. All of the Midnight Estate Zin. And we have a bumpy road. All the Zin is on the terraces here. We farm this stuff. We get about 2 to 3 tons an acre every year, which is very low. Like a real vineyard that actually makes money doing this, you'll get 3, 4, 5, 6 tons an acre. That would be neat, but we can't do that out here. As you can see, our soil-ish rock makes it a little bit more difficult to grow anything. Well, even weeds sometimes. So we have pruned. You can see the vines are pruned. We're just waiting for the weather to warm up a little. Had a nice little early April rain, which has helped us out quite a bit. We got who's not buck? Oh, me. It's safety first. You should always buckle up. This is like, I'm embarrassed. Right here is our Merlot. Started the Merlot here. Some of the best Merlot in the area, and I'm not just saying that. And then down here on the lower part is also our Merlot. So we're gonna go in, check out our vines, see what we're at. Right here in the middle of the two is our compost pile from last harvest. When we make wine, we pay very close attention to bringing our waste, our pumice, our stems, our seeds, skins, everything. We compost them here in the vineyard, and then we'll spread them out as an alternate nutrient source. So let's walk up and see. Here we are in the upper Merlot. Lower Merlot is a little lower than here. This is higher. So we call it the upper. Here you can see that the vines have actually started to wake up. You got little tiny buds. Very fragile stuff. You certainly wouldn't want to like touch. Oh shoot! Oh, you don't touch them. So this is the start of it all. So the sun's out. It's a pretty warm day out here in the vineyard. As you can stand down here, you can see the Zin over on the terraces on the left. The very top of the hill is the Chardonnay, which is, imagine, further along than this. We probably can't get up there because the ground's wet. But it's exciting. This is how it all starts. This will turn into maybe the best Merlot ever made by anybody in the history of winemaking. Is it on?
Yeah.
Is it on? It's still funny. Even if you keep cutting it out, it's still funny. So this is the lower part of the vineyard, the lowest elevation of the vineyard. Right here, we're about 750 feet above sea level. If you look all the way on the very top, up by those trees on the top, tippity top, we get to about 1,350 feet up there. So you can see it goes up, and it goes up in a hurry. So it's very steep, which is what everybody says is really good for growing grapes. I don't know. It's good for growing not a lot of grapes, I can tell you. Well, you kind of get an idea about what we're dealing with soil-wise. A lot of rock, a lot of shale, a decent amount of limestone, but not as much as everybody likes to talk about. So the lower part here should be in a similar situation, and it is maybe not quite as far along as the upper. We just start seeing this little pushies of little buds here and there. So it's like I said, this is springtime, so it's kind of exciting. There's new, renewed hope in the world around us. Things are going to be just fine, as long as we. Never mind. The house that we live in is all the way up on top of that hill up there. We have a little shed up here that we affectionately call the rat barn. Don't think I need to explain exactly why we call it that. But this is the lower piece of the property right at the entrance. So as you can see, the vineyard's just getting started. This is when the fun starts. We start farming now. Beautiful day out here. It's probably, I don't know, 60 degrees. Nice little ocean breeze. You can almost smell the ocean coming through, which is pretty cool. Fun place. Cool. All right, let's go do our virtual tasting, shall we? I won't do it.
Be serious. I'm already going.
This is me being serious. We're going to give you two virtual tastings right now. One, how I wanted to do it. One, how Hannah's making me do it. So we are going to taste the wines. I actually did open them. I wasn't going to. I was going to joke around about that too. Thanks, Hannah, for sucking the fun out of everything. So we're going to taste the 2010 Mari, 2013 Mari. First version is going to be what I wanted to do. Second version is what Hannah's making me do.
Go.
Okay, so this is a true blind tasting of two of our wines. I am Rich Hartenberger, and I made both of these wines. One of them I made in 2010, and one I made in 2013. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. This blind thing, I don't care for it. Okay, so apparently the cork was still in it. Everybody knows that, except me, because I'm blind. Okay, I'm going to pour this. Oh, shoot. Can we start over? Like, what do you... Okay, so the blind didn't work out. So what we're going to do instead is just a virtual tasting where we taste my yummy wines and I tell you how good they are. Because you don't have them because they're library wines. I got wine all over my pants. My best holy shorts. So the first wine we're having is the 2010 Mare. I can't read the label. But it's got all five: Cab, Merlot, Malbec, Petit Verdot, Cab Franc. Yeah, that's pretty good. 13's also the same five varietals. I can't read the label because I don't have glasses. That's also good. That is our blind virtual tasting. Thank you for coming. Hello, my name is Richard Hartenberger. I am the owner and winemaker of Midnight Cellars Winery, located in Paso Robles, California, in the Willow Creek District, which is located on the west side of the Appalachian. We have two wines to taste for you virtually. One's corked. We have one wine for you to
Hold on,
taste.
your hair kind of has a mohawk right now. Do you want to?
Well, I have wig hair. Just leave it. Take two. So we're gonna have one wine today. because the other one's corked and it's too much of a walk to go get another one. And the 94, which we had talked about earlier, quite frankly, it wasn't very good when I had it 3 years ago, so we're not going to taste that either. So here we are, 2010 Mari Nectaris, still drinking like a champ. So good. It's 42% Cab, 16% Merlot, 16% Malbec, 16% Petit Verdot, and 16% Cabernet Franc. So Cabernet based. Always has all 5 of the Bordeaux varietals. Always one of our top wines of the year. Has always scored 90 plus points for the score people in the world.
Ew.
It really smells good. I don't know if you can tell here. Smell it. Very Bordeaux-like. Earthy, still has a lot of fruit left to it. 2010, my guess is this has 10 more years minimum to it. This one's just a babe in the woods. You really get the Cab, kind of surges out in the lead after you smell it. A couple of times, you really get the other varietals that really come up nicely. Let's see what it tastes like. Damn, it's good. Really earthy, a lot of fruit. There's a lot of life to it. I almost feel guilty drinking it this young, to be honest with you. I was going to say something, but I won't be on camera. Just seems too young to be hanging out with, if you know what I mean.
Dad.
All right, well, we can edit that out. So here we are. This was 145 cases. This was aged 3 years, all in French oak. It's truly the top 6 barrels of this particular vintage that I did, which was an excellent vintage for midnight. Yeah, let's have a little more of this. It's good. Pretty good. I got to tell you, I wish you were here with me trying this. This quarantine thing is tough, I know. I guess maybe what we should do is like actually send the wine to people and then do this again. But I really don't have enough of this, so you'll have to take my word for it. Those of you that have this in your cellar, boy, I can't. Damn it. Smooth as silk. I can't tell you anymore. This is drinking wonderfully, but as I mentioned, if you don't want to drink it tonight, wait till I come to town next and drink it with me, because I will definitely enjoy this wine with you anytime, day or night. I would love to have tried the 13, but it's corked. One of the very many reasons why I am switching our wines over to a screw cap is to avoid that. That sucks. That's going to be a wonderful wine. It didn't have a shitty cork, a bad cork in it. So eventually, the reserves are going to stay under cork for now, but all the midnight wines are going under screw cap. Now that they have a basic porosity similar to a cork, there's no reason not to. Man, I recommend this wine. I'm getting the look. I recognize, what? Who's there? Anyway, there's nobody there because I'm in quarantine and I'm living a quarantine life. But this wine is good. Drink it if you have it, or save it for me. Thanks very much for enjoying my virtual tasting. And I look forward to seeing everybody out in Boston in August. Oh, hey, shoot. Caught me napping there. Well, that's the end of our show. Hope you enjoyed doing it or watching as much as I enjoyed doing it. Me and Lexo are here. We're going to have another nice little glass of wine, enjoy the night, and talk about Carol Baskin and what a bitch that she is. Well, I'll see you next time. Take care.